Hey, what's up, everyone? Sly here with D. 49ers win. Look dominant. First thing I'm going to say, though, all the people that were bashing Brock Purdy for 3 straight weeks, man, got to eat some crow, man. He looked good. He looked really good. Also, Mr. Cohn, thank you for saying Chase Young. That was the worst pickup the Niners could have done. It was a desperate move. Completely bullshit. When he said that, though, I was happy because the year before, last year, when we got Christian McCaffrey, he was bashing that pick too, so I knew it was going to be a great pickup. But what do you think, man? That front four, getting to Trevor Lawrence, time and time again, looking amazing. Offense looking amazing. With Deebo Samuel back, Trent Williams, what do you think, man?
Yeah, that was the key I was going to touch on. First off, that was a great win because the Jags are one of the hottest teams right now. I think they have like 4 wins in a row, something like that, or like
5,
it's crazy win streak that they have right now. And that was one of the teams I was like, dude, I think they're going to be a sleeper coming like the AFC playoffs. But yeah, again, they were one of the hottest teams. We were one of the teams struggling, having the 3-game losing streak. And so just to come out of the bye week and just destroy this team, that was huge because I was a little nervous because I'm like, damn, man, if the freaking Browns have PJ Walker and he's making playoffs, I imagine Trevor Lawrence with Ridley and Kirk and then ETN and Ingram.
Yeah.
But man, we just completely shut them down. And 3 keys that takeaways I thought this game that I was impressed by. One was, you mentioned it, Trent Williams and Deebo.
Yeah.
Them being healthy, that made such a big difference. Just with Deebo's presence, and you heard the analysts talking about it, just his presence on the floor, he doesn't have to do anything, but it just makes the whole offense calmer because they don't have to rely on anybody trying to make any big plays, just having all their weapons there. Man, it was like the offense was flowing and Trent Williams was doing his thing. He was holding up because, man, fucking McKivitz was getting fucking destroyed,
dude, that's our
man.
Weakness. That's our weakness.
Man,
him and Burford.
Yeah, he was getting destroyed, and I was like, oh my gosh. So Trevor Williams, you could tell he didn't really look 100, but he was doing what he could.
Oh yeah.
And second was Steve Wilkes on the sideline.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say.
I thought that was very huge.
That was big because he was talking to the players.
Yeah, he was talking to the players, and just his presence again, just him being there, that was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And also with our huge pickup, Chase Young, that was huge because then it let Nick Bosa and Hargrave make some plays. So that was huge with him being there.
Boom. I love that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Anything was it?
No, go ahead and add to that. But that was the 3 takeaways. Just Wilkes, our healthy offense, and then with Chase Young, just his presence there, let our rush, man. They were getting to Trevor Lawrence like crazy, man. Man, he every time he said hi, there was somebody in his face, and even he was trying to make plays and he couldn't, man. He was just getting sacked, throwing interceptions. Our defense was lights out this game. Exactly. And it looked like the old defense from last year.
And that's what I was going to say. That was the number one thing I was going to say. Chase Young, a lot of these plays, they were chipping him. Bosa was like, oh shit, I'm one-on-one.
Yeah.
And Hargrave was one-on-one too. So it was amazing. Both these guys were one-on-one and they were just dominating. Hargrave, the reason that Farrell got that 1 sack was because Hargrave got right up in Flores' face. He goes to the left, right, and then that's when Farrell gets a sack. And he got half a sack, I believe, Chase Young, right?
Yeah.
But he looked completely different than seeing Drake Jackson out there.
Yeah.
Drake Jackson, the guy who put on IR because he just was getting blocked by fucking tight ends, man.
Yeah.
So it's completely different. It seemed like every other play we were getting to the quarterback. We haven't seen that in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Now we're finally seeing it. We're back to that same 49er defense, and Chase Young makes a huge difference, man. Just watch. He's going to get cooking, too, pretty soon. So I was absolutely impressed. And like you said, Steve Wilkes, that was great, too.
Yeah.
Because you saw him talking to players. You saw him Ambry Thomas, even though Ambry Thomas, I'm not sure if I still like him. Yeah. I know he made that huge turnover, which is good, but then after that he got toasted. Yeah. But it was good.
Him and Lenore were getting toasted. The only reason it wasn't sending us back, though, and with Ward played a solid game.
We usually got a few penalties, too, though.
Yeah, but the penalties were minus. That was what I was going to bring up. Usually the penalties hurt us. Today they were a little bit minus, but man, like Lenore and Thomas are always getting toasted. But luckily our defense,
the defensive line, they're getting to the quarterback quick, so that's going to cause hopefully more turnovers. And it was beautiful seeing everything happening. I gotta say one thing, man. Brock Purdy, that was a solid performance. Even though our offense line, I'm still gonna be real, man. That right side sucks. Purdy was freaking getting pressured a lot from that right side, but that one to Kittle, a dude's in his face throwing that one just like
that was good. He stepped
that
up
was
in the pocket,
perfect
open,
one-on-one coverage with George Kittle. We never saw that with Jimmy Garoppolo. We never saw that ever with Trey Lance. You know, Trey Lance was there that long. Just giving the players a chance, and I was like, oh my gosh, we just haven't seen that forever. and he looked really good, man. I remember one play where he went to his right, no one there, went to his left, boom, kiddo. Remember when he took that hit? I'm like, dude, he's looking amazing. If we could work on the offensive line, and he has more time when he had time. Oh man, he was cooking. He was cooking. I think he had 296 yards passing, rating over 140.
Yeah.
296. Yeah, so 296 passing.
Yeah.
So he was amazing, man.
3
touchdowns. So I mean, all the talk. Oh yeah, Purdy. He turned into a pumpkin. I never said that. I didn't believe it. I thought it was BS, man. And it would look good, man. I was really excited when I saw.
And one of the things that Purdy touched on was, man, just that bye week for everything just to calm down. That was like good for his mindset, good for the team to kind of relax. And this guy was over there like following the crops, like at his hometown, at his house. He was there like doing some work, farm work, and then so he was just like relaxing. And that was like really cool to see that he was just like, I'm on the bye week. I'm here with family. I'm doing some like farm work, and you could just tell, man, like this guy, like his mindset, he doesn't let anything affect him. And some of the plays, there was one where you brought it up earlier where McKivitz is getting burned. Christian McCaffrey made a huge block. Purdy ended up getting sacked, but just the way he's able to scramble, he's able to make plays, even with that intentional grounding, the fact that he was able to get out, he got tripped up and still let the ball go, and wasn't getting like minus yards, wasn't getting huge sacks, wasn't throwing any picks. Man, just like his awareness, just like get the ball out quick and scramble and make some plays. That one to Ayuk was huge where he scrambled to the left. And I was like, what the heck is this guy doing? Because there was like 4 people around Ayuk, and Ayuk just made a play happen to get the first touchdown. Like that's just like something like where the quarterback is going to make plays like you mentioned earlier, that Jimmy G and our other quarterbacks weren't going to make that. And that's the biggest difference in our offense. They were just gelling with Debo healthy. Kittle, you saw that he was making some plays. McCaffrey, we weren't using him too much. We weren't relying on him. And everybody else, Ayuk was making plays. Greg Jennings, so our whole offense was flowing. And that was like great to see because going up to the second half of the season, that's what we're going to need. We need to get hot, man, because with that whole losing that 3 games, that really pushed us back, man, because those are things, again, from like last year. That's what hurt us during the playoffs. We had those 4 losses, and then what happened? We were in the Eagles' territory. So we need to get hot. We need to get going. So that way we had those home court advantages coming in the playoffs.
One thing I got to say about that front 4, you see when you have, it's so important. I loved how John Lynch, they addressed getting Chase Young, Gregory, because it makes it so much easier, not only for the cornerbacks, but for the linebackers. You saw Fred Warner get a pick. Drake Greenlaw, he kind of struggled these past 2 games, 3 games, but he was so comfortable out there.
And I think he on one of those plays, he forced the fumble. And then so like he was making plays.
They look so much comfortable when they have to get rid of the ball so quick. They start panicking, and that's when Fred Warner, Drake Greenlaw, they're at their best. That's when they're at their freaking best. And so everyone, even Hufanga now got an interception because that pressure. Now we saw that play where Nick Bosa, he had the pressure on Lawrence. Chase Young, he was getting double teamed. So Nick Bosa was 1-on-1, and that's when he caused the interception. Hufanga, I was like, dude, this is like old time. This is like last year, those pressures. So I love it, man. I love that now. Bosa, he has a Robin. He has a guy like Chase Young to be his Robin. And it's going to open up everything. So this defense, I think, is going to get back on track. I think we're number 10 right now in defense. We were number like 2, 3. Now we went down those last 3 weeks, but now it looks like we're going to creep back up to where we should be, baby. So I'm excited, man, what's going on. This defense right here is going to lead us. I think is going to come back and be the cornerstone, because it's been the offense so far this spring, but now I think that defense is going to come back and be the cornerstone, and our offense is going to start gelling too. So now that Debo's back, oh man, I'm excited.
I'm excited. So everyone played great. The whole offense was gelling, defense playing good, and coming up to the second half of the season, even our kicker was getting some kicks out there.
Even though he's freaking almost pissed me off because he barely made that one. Remember when he barely went in? I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, is it going to go hook? But it barely stayed in. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that was good. The only thing is I still want to upgrade Ambry Thomas. We have 2 guys that should be coming back. Darrell Luter, Samuel Womack. One of those guys, if one of those guys come in, I think it's going to be Samuel Womack. And plays, I think this secondary is going to be a lot better, man. A lot better, because I still don't trust Ambry Thomas. And I didn't see before the game, was Oliver inactive? because he didn't play really. I didn't see him at all.
I
didn't see him at all.
Yeah, I didn't see him at
I
all.
didn't check the actives list, but I didn't see him at all. I wasn't thinking about him. So, I mean, maybe that was the reason because he wasn't on the field getting
Yeah.
toasted. So, that was really good that they were making those moves, and we'll see what happens, man. But right now, I'm stoked. I think this team has a chance to go to the damn Super Bowl if we just keep playing the way we did against one of the powerhouses. Right now, they had the Jaguars, I think, top 5.
Yeah, the top
power
5,
ranking, and then we just destroy them in their house. So
Mhm.
I love it, man. Anything else?
You're welcome, Ryan, because we beat the Jaguars and the Texans got that win. So,
Right. Oh,
yeah,
Domingo.
Ryan.
Dude, the Houston Texans.
Yeah, they won at the last second field goal, so you guys are welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Old
man.
Niners.
The old Niners helping each other out. But, man, that's what we got, man. Let us know what you think about this game, what you liked, what you didn't like. Comment, and we'll talk to you next time. Go Niners. Peace.